Welcome to another episode, guys. So this is just a few of my thoughts about how 2020 is going so far, and a few of my thoughts on people's opinions of themselves that I've met so far, and how a little bit of positive reinforcement can change that completely. I'm on TikTok now, and I've met some really interesting people, and I want to say hi to everyone that has joined this channel recently. I really do appreciate you guys joining my channel. It really does mean a lot to me. But some of the things I've learned just by interacting with some people is people lack the belief in themselves. There was one situation where one of my followers, a friend of mine now, she changed her entire look because her mom told her that, don't you think it's time to act your age? She's 31. So she went and cut her hair and conformed to the way that her mom thought she needed to behave. And I was just like, no. First of all, 31 is young. Don't even joke around. And just by seeing that confidence being put into that person has definitely made an impact, because the videos that have followed, you can see this expression, and she's sent me messages saying thank you so much, I've had so much fun trying to do this, and that makes my heart happy. Like in 2020, like I said in the previous my 2 cents worth on 2020, be kind, do something unexpected, help somebody where you can, and you can really see this amazing change in just the 1 day's worth of kind words. So instead of being horrible to people all year round, just try and be nice to people all year round and see the type of person they become in that year. Another friend of mine, turn around, he wants to try and get exercise, get a little bit bigger, and he's like, can I do it? Of course you can, but I can't even do one push-up. It starts with one push-up, and then it goes to the second push-up, and then the third push-up. Before you know it, you're doing 10 push-ups. Before you know it, you're doing 20, 30, 40, 50. Before you know it, you're pulling yourself up on a pull-up bar, and you've been not only increased your self-confidence, but you've also unlocked this mental mind shift to say, I'm able to do that because I said to myself, I can and I will. Last year I made a post, there's images there still, of not my resolutions, but my strategies for 2019. And my strategies are still the same. I have adapted my strategies as the last year went by, and it's the same this year. I'm going to adapt my strategies. I'm making New Year's resolutions. Like one of my, obviously everyone wants to get fit for the year, and I know it's only the 15th or 16th of Jan. But I started the year off also. Need to get in better shape. Last year I was doing MMA for a year. I'm still doing MMA, but I want to improve there because I'm really having a lot of fun there. So to be able to improve in the skill set that I want to achieve there, I need to become more flexible. Like, I'm not flexible enough. I want to become a little bit stronger. Although I was wondering why my back hurts a little bit last night, but one of the guys from the dojo sent me a message and said, damn dude, I can't believe you picked me up twice to body slam me. And he weighs like about 100 kgs. And I was like, oh wow, that's why my back was sore. So to be able to overcome that, I need to strengthen myself, my core. And so that is one of my strategies for this year. Another one is, because I've been eating way better than I was before, I'm meal prepping on a Sunday and stuff like that, I feel different. I feel my energy levels are definitely a lot higher, which is what I need. So don't think of 2020 as I'm setting up New Year's resolutions or setting up strategies work for me. Like, don't think of it as this is going to be my year. As Les Mills said in that previous quote I told you, don't aim for a year, aim for a decade. Every year I see a lot of posts, this is going to be my year, and the only reason why I am so who I am is because the last few years have been really good, because every year I've worked towards it being my year. If I have an idea, I'll run with it until I can see it's either not gonna work or it's gonna work, and if it works, I've got to try and set it up. So that's why in the last 3 years I've managed to, 4 years I've managed to open, it is 3 years, I've been able to open 3 different businesses, because I've seen the opportunity, I've thought about it, and I've jumped in. I haven't just been like, well, maybe a month from now, or if you are presented with an opportunity in 2020, take it. Take it, even if you don't know what you're doing, go and learn. It's easy to learn. Like I've said in previous videos, famous saying is, if you study 1 hour per day in a certain subject, you will become a master of that field in 5 years. 5 years. It's fun. It's keeping this working. And the minute this stops working, so keep learning. If whatever you do, try and learn. As I've mentioned before, there's free courses where you can go study free courses. Futurelearn.com, Allison.com. Go and get those extra skills. If you're looking for a job but you want to improve and get a promotion, go and study that course. You can either do it for free and get a piece of paper. If you need it for your CV, you're going to have to pay for it. Just saying. So it is free. If you need a piece of paper to validate the knowledge that you know, then you're going to have to pay for it. I don't pay for my courses anymore. I don't work for anyone. I don't need to hand a CV in or anything like that. But if you need that, go and study those courses. Go and pay for them. They're not that expensive neither. Okay, compared to normal actual courses, they're going to be a fraction of the cost of what you would normally spend. So that's just my advice. Go and study as much, but most of this knowledge is online anyway. So make 2020 the year where you be kind, you do the unexpected, you try and improve on not only your knowledge but your physical being, because once you look after your physical being, everything else is just going to start falling into place. And it's going to be an interesting year, but it's also going to be an interesting decade. So what are your thoughts on where you see yourself not only in 10 years time, but in 5 years time, 3 years time, a year's time? If you're not planning ahead, you're falling behind. Improving in your life, and you want more and you want better from your life, you're going to have to work for it. That is the bottom line, really. All those motivational speakers that have all made it, and they all say all you have to do is work, kind of right on that. Okay, there's a lot of other factors, and it's not just work, it's a lot of learning involved as well. But if you're willing to go put in that time this year, it's going to be an amazing year. So you need to decide, what do you want from your life? What do you want from 2020? What do you want from the next decade? And then go out and smash it. That's what I want from you. I want you to be able to, if you need to go study something new, go and pick up that course and go and study now. Go and be the person you are supposed to be. Guys, thank you very much for tuning into another episode. See you later. Take care.